Depression and anxiety are not proof you are awakening. Pain does not hand out spiritual credentials, and suffering is not evidence that you are evolving. That claim sounds profound because it gives distress a dramatic job. It turns a hard human experience into a secret promotion. But meaning is not medical evidence. Feeling anxious can be an ordinary part of life. Anxiety disorders involve more than occasional worry or fear and can interfere with work, school, relationships, and daily routines. Depression can affect how a person feels, thinks, and handles ordinary life. Overlap can happen. It does not prove a single cause, moral failure, hidden gift, or spiritual breakthrough. A neat label can do more storytelling than explaining. You are allowed to ask what an experience means to you. Meaning can be personal, cultural, or spiritual. Just do not let an awakening story replace evidence or care. Romanticizing distress can create a cruel trap. If pain is proof of growth, asking for help can feel like interrupting the transformation. Getting worse may start to look like progress. It is not. Rejecting the myth does not mean pain reveals nothing. Distress can expose patterns that were easier to ignore. One is what you do after another person crosses a boundary. Someone dismisses your no, uses your time without asking, mocks a vulnerable disclosure, or enters a space you asked them to leave alone. The event happens outside you. Then the trial moves inward. You replay your tone. You inspect every word. Were you too sensitive, difficult, or needy? Their action can become evidence in a case against your worth. That is not a diagnosis or a universal explanation. It is one possible habit. When anger, disappointment, or self-protection feels dangerous, responsibility can collapse toward the self. The first correction is simple. Separate the event from the verdict. The event is what was said, done, or repeated. The verdict says it proves you are defective or unworthy. Ask 4 cleaner questions. What happened without mind reading? What was mine? What was theirs? What protection, repair, or decision does the situation require now? Putting responsibility where it belongs is not declaring yourself innocent of everything. It means refusing to absorb what is not yours or hide what is. Precision is stronger than blame. Stop using another person's behavior as a measuring instrument for your value. It can reveal their current choices. It cannot calculate what you deserve as a human being. Do not confuse explanation with acquittal either. Stress, fear, or limited options can belong in the context without making the impact disappear. Context can inform a decision. It does not issue a command to stay, forgive, trust, or keep offering the same access. Watch what happens after the harm is named: denial, repair, repetition, or change. Let behavior update your decision instead of asking a grand theory to settle it. A boundary is not a perfect speech that makes someone understand. It is not a threat, punishment, or remote control for another adult. It is a decision about your participation. It can sound like, I will end this conversation if the insults continue. I will document what happened. I will bring support. I will change the agreement. I will leave. The safest boundary is not always dramatic. If confrontation could threaten your safety, housing, finances, or basic support, do not let internet courage shame you into recklessness. Build safety and options first. Rumination can disguise itself as preparation. You review the past as if one more pass will produce the sentence that guarantees fairness. No explanation can guarantee another person's honesty or agreement. Stop trying to win an imaginary appeal. Recover usable information. What behavior repeated? What did it cost? What would show change? What will you do if the pattern stays the same? Stop auditioning for permission. You do not need a flawless explanation before you reduce access, change an agreement, seek advice, or take distance. Clarity can arrive before the other person approves it. Keep your side honest. If you caused specific harm, name it. Apologize without demanding immediate forgiveness. Repair what you reasonably can. Accountability is responsibility with accurate borders, not self-erasure. Reflection, boundaries, sleep, movement, relationships, and spiritual practices may support well-being. None substitutes for qualified care when symptoms persist, intensify, or interfere with daily life. Effective treatments for depression exist. Professional help is not a failure of insight. A clinician can assess what is happening. You do not have to earn the conversation. If symptoms persist or ordinary life becomes hard to manage, contact a qualified health professional. If you are in immediate danger or think you may harm yourself, contact local emergency services or crisis support now. Care does not cancel meaning. Keep the journal, prayer, meditation, community, or philosophy that helps you live without using it as a medical verdict or reason to avoid help. Recovery asks for what pain cannot supply alone: support, treatment when needed, rest, protection, practice, repair, and repeated choices. Suffering does not complete those tasks for you. Name what happened. Put responsibility where it belongs. Set the boundary you can safely enforce. Get qualified help when symptoms persist. Do not turn agony into an achievement. Pain can force honesty. It cannot heal for you. Depression and anxiety are not proof you are awakening. Pay attention. Reject false romance. Take the next real step.